Welcome, guys. Welcome back to the channel for the Juve Sampdoria Coppa Italia match reaction. Before we get into it, like the video and subscribe to the channel as always, and then we will get into it. Basically, 4-1. We did what we needed to do, but I think we can say we did it in a convincing manner, like really convincing. Again, I want to start off by saying Sampdoria are not a good team. They sacked their coach. They don't have a coach for now at the moment, and they even played kind of their B squad. So I mean, it's not a real measuring stick, but I think there are a lot of positives about this game. I'm not gonna overhype it because, again, I said it. It's Sampdoria. It's even Sampdoria's B team, but we should be taking some positives away from this game ahead of a must-win game on Sunday away to Milan. Like a big game, a must-win game. If we win that game, we drag Milan into a top four race, and that's important. Um, Besides the fact that we need the points to climb the table, but this game, I mean, we were on it from the first minute. We Besides the moment when Sampdoria scored and they had like 5 minutes where we looked kind of shaky, we dominated them. We didn't gave them the possibility to string a few passes together here and there. Like there was high tempo, not, excuse me, not high tempo, high press. Like at sometimes extremely high press, which is very surprising with Arthur on the pitch. Not saying not taking a shot to at Arthur, but the way Allegri thinks and the news coming out, basically reports saying that Allegri doesn't really fancy Arthur because of his defensive instability. But we did it. Like we were on it from the first minute. We pressed and we pressed high a lot, even until the final whistle. So in the final minute, we were still pressing, and that's a positive. The negative about this, we've seen that before, and then the next game we don't do that. And again, I don't expect us to go away to Milan and press them for 90 minutes. That's not happening. But we tend to completely abandon that and just sit back. That's what De Ligt says, and that's also what Dybala said many times. But today we were on it. Like that first half was very dominant. The only thing missing were goals. Like it was 1-0. It should have been 2-3 at least. Um, we still kind of struggle to create clear cut, and especially in the first half. Like we were in some very favorable situations. Like really, we tend to make the wrong decisions, like the difficult decision to play a player in front of goal, or even when we are in the box, I mean, the players decide to not take a shot and try another square pass. Like when you're in the box that close, sometimes they were like 3-4 meters from the keeper, and they still like. I remember Locatelli still trying to lay it off. I get it; it was 4-1, but when it's 0-0, you need to take those shots. So that's all, I think the only reason why we were just 1-0 up in the going into the half. But it was good. Like everybody was good in that first half. Um, Basically the entirety of the game, bar one thing I want to say at the end. But in the second half, we came out and we did the same thing. We pressed Rugani. He loves a header goal. He loves a goal. Scored with his head. Like he's actually very good with his head when it comes to scoring goals. When it comes to defending with his head, it's a bit iffy at times, and we've seen that over the years, even this season. But it was a good header. Great cross from Arthur. Then we conceded with basically the first shot on target, and that's my issue. It's Alexandro. Now it's not fully on Alexandro because Rabiot and Locatelli needed to draw back a bit. They didn't. They completely forgot to do that. But This happens a lot with Alexandro when he tends to just look at the ball, just ball watching, and attacks the ball, and that meaning leaving his position, going centrally, and leaving his position wide open. It happened against Chelsea. It kind of happened against Napoli, but it happens often. It even happened after the goal, but I don't know who that was from Sonoria. He forgot to pass the ball. Otherwise, it was another good chance for Sampdoria. He tends to do that, and that's, I don't say that's normal. That's not okay at his age with his experience. Like this shouldn't be happening this frequently at any level, to be honest. Especially not at a top club. But that's Alexandro. He played 90 minutes. I don't expect him to play. I think Pellegrini will play against Milan. That's my feeling. Because he didn't get any minutes today. So that's my feeling. Then Dybala came on and he got a goal, and he thanked Locatelli for him for that goal. He took the goal. It was a good goal, but Locatelli's pressing and his ability to win the ball back high up the pitch, to play those balls like consistently the entire of the game is. And we talked about it on the channel. Me and Julian, you guys agreed in the comments in the chat. Getting Locatelli higher up that pitch should be a priority moving forward. The problem is, like Arthur did that today, he can't play that sitting role. Now, Allegri doesn't trust him in big games where there is a higher tempo, where there is a lot of press. He doesn't trust him. Like I see why he doesn't trust him, because in some games he kind of messed up, but most of the games he came from the bench, and then he was benched for 4 games again. Like, you need to give it a run. Is it going to happen on Sunday? I don't believe that at all. I think Locatelli will be in there with McKennie again. I don't think he's gonna do that. The rumors are that he also kind of wants to leave to Arsenal, even if it's for a 6-month loan. I will keep him. It is what it is. But look, and he was good today, Arthur. Not taking anything from away. Again, the opponents, forget about the opponents. He was good today. Like, you need to play who's in front of you, and he did that very, very well today. But Locatelli playing high up that pitch makes a world of a difference for us. It really does, in terms of actually putting pressure, adding quality into that final third, and creating more. Because he also makes some good runs into the box. He was a kind of off target today, also with his passing towards the end. Maybe that was just fatigue. I don't know, because he pressed a lot for the entirety of the game. But it should be key moving forward this season, especially next season, that we get Locatelli higher up that pitch. It should be a priority. A priority. Like, it should be something that needs to happen moving forward. Let's see. I don't think it's gonna happen this season, because I think Arthur will be benched on Sunday. Forget about the news about him possibly leaving. Just in general, I think he will be benched. I don't think he's leaving. I'll get that out there, because we're linked with Bruno Guimaraes. We cannot pay him, and that's it. That's the only link we have. And there's still only 13 games, 12 days basically. So that's not happening unless something really crazy happens. But yeah. And then the penalty, Ake, he came on. He looked like most of the players who come on in Coppa Italia games. Few players, they look refreshing, because most of the time they come on when the game is done, and when the opponent really doesn't really care. It's Coppa Italia, and they look really refreshing. He did very well winning that penalty. Dybala giving the penalty to Morata to get him on the score sheet. That's great. That's positive. So yeah, I think all around positive. The only negative things was Kulusevski didn't had a good game, and Alexandro, who for me had a good game, but that mistake, like, if it happens once, you will forget that in a 4-1 win. Like, you will forget that. But because it's Sandro, and because it happens frequently, you cannot forget it, because, well, it's imprinted into your brain that he makes those errors. So I would say that's the only negative about today. We won. Almost everybody got to play. Danilo's back. He played a center back. He played good. Like, again, the opponent is what it is, but he just came back. He played, I think, 65 minutes, which is very good, because we're gonna need him. He's an important player for us. He is. He brings stability. I said it before. He gives you week in, week out a solid 6.5 at the bare minimum, and that's what we need. Like, we need some solid 6 games every week from some players to build consistency. We cannot have a 6-7-4. Like, that's way off it, and that's why we are in the situation we are on now. Like it's moving up or downwards, stuff like that in terms of performances. So that's good news that he came back. So yeah, I think just positives. Now Sunday it's gonna be, well, it's gonna be completely different. Like a big game, a game where we're not favorites. Let's be real. They lost against Spezia, so they will be out for revenge, and they know they need to win that game to stay in the title race, because they're in a title race. Losing that game meaning you will get sucked into a top four race. But for us, it's important to win that game. We cannot drop any more points. So yeah, let's hope this carries the team onto Sunday to make them do something very positive. But today, next round from the Coppa Italia, great performance and nothing more to ask. Basically, that's what we asked for, and they delivered. So yeah. Thanks for watching. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. Let me know in the comments what do you think about the game, who was your standout player, and then we will see you in the next one.